to say this, but he just like he looks what the fuck is that?
Sorry.
Why is there a picture of your ass?
That was on OBS. It freeze framed in a strange place. I swear that wasn't what it looked like. I accidentally exited out of YouTube.
Oh my god!
Fuck. Well, my monitor doesn't fit, so I can't see the X and the everything else. Sorry.
I wish they could have seen.
Yeah, that was strange.
Ben clicked the tab and it was just a picture of him bending over the table.
For anybody who doesn't know, I also have live streams, so OBS was stuck on some weird like me bending over type thing. Sorry, I get very choked up shitting on black people. It's really special.
It reminds
for me.
you of Granddaddy and how much you miss him.
Yeah, it makes you think about home.
Yeah, you're like, I wish he could just see this right now.
I like to think if he were still alive, he would think I'm as racist as he was.
I think if he was alive, he could be fourth mic on the show. And he could chime in with all the words I'm not brave enough to say.
I know he'd be proud of the hate in my heart.
You're like losing your voice.
He'd be proud of how much I hate him too. He put his arm around me, and he'd say, "Son, fuck him."
He'd go, get him.
Get him.
Your dad's probably at the show.
Just nodding. Mm-hmm. Well, he's probably more awake than he was at my wedding.
Yeah.
Do you remember my father at my wedding?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Can you describe my father at my wedding?
He looked like Jimmy Carter supporting Kamala Harris. He was like dead.
At one point, I was like tearing up, like my wife, the vows and everything. I look over, my father's asleep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
he's nodding off in the front row.
I've never seen somebody check a watch with their eyes closed. He wanted to get the hell out of there.
Yeah, what the fuck?
And he did leave the reception early. I swear to God, literally, you guys were walking down the aisle to like leave, and he almost like pushed you guys out of the way so he could.
I told him the wedding date, and he goes, he texted me, he goes, man, I'm sorry, I don't know if I'm gonna make it. We got regional track the day after, so I'm gonna have to talk to my suit and see if I can get off. But if not, I'm sorry. And by the way, he's not a track coach.
Yeah,
he's just like. You know, in high school when you're at a sporting thing and there's like 9 coaches that are just off to the side doing absolutely fuck all.
No, he was literally like, Ben, I'm sorry, the coach's concession stand at the track meet's too good.
He would have loved to miss my wedding, by the way, and have everyone feel sorry for him. Mm-hmm. He would have fucking loved it. Sorry, they won't let me off. I miss my first son's. I miss his wedding. Mm-hmm. My soup hates me. My boss hates me. No one likes me.
And he'd be like, that's why you got to make a lot of money so you don't have to pretend to miss your son's wedding.
Can y'all believe no one likes me?
Can you?
Like, no, that's crazy. What?
That's so weird. Anyway,
that's insane.
Yeah, I'm sorry you had to pretend to miss my wedding.
He fell asleep at my wedding. Dude, he fell asleep at my fucking wedding. His first wedding as a dad.
Yeah.
This was his first child's wedding. Mm-hmm. He fucking fell asleep.
Mom should have.
And it's a small wedding. Maybe 50 people are there.
Maybe. And he's second row. And we're all looking.
He was in the front.
He was in the front.
He was in the front row.
It felt like he was in the second.
Yeah.
That's how little he was there.
I had never met your dad before. I kept asking people. I was like, who is that guy? Because he was the most obvious asshole there. Like, I was like, what is this?
But what's this guy's
There's a man
deal?
nodding off.
Yeah. Who's that guy with 2 ping pong balls with eyes painted on him at the wedding?
At one point, he goes, Ida asks him about Bitcoin.
Something about
Bitcoin.
And he goes, we got no coin.
Which that's pretty good.
Yeah, I like
gotta
it.
give him credit.
He
for
is
that.
funny.
Yeah.
He always tells people, like, now you know where they got their comedy from.
It's from my years of abuse and neglect.
I'm pretty funny, right? Funny looking.
Boy, goddamn him.
He's great. I love him. Dude, he honestly, every time I see him, he's so locked in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He rules so much.
I've never seen a man use a John Wayne movie to not spend time with his family better than my dad.
Even when he comes and visits, he's outside. He lays like a lizard on a hot stone.
Yeah.
all day, and
Time-
everyone's very confused.
Last time I met him,
Devin saw him at the house.
Last time I met him at your place, he was doing like Chinese exercises with like coyotes, like in your backyard. He was just hanging out.
Coyotes.
He was just hanging with coyotes.
And he does think exercise is getting burned.
Yeah.
He's like, He's like, I just laid on a piece of metal out on the lawn. I'm burnt to shit.
It hurt pretty bad.
I'm hurting, but it's good. It's good for you. As his skin is like sliding off of his arms.
He's like, the skin is the strongest epidermis in the body.
Yeah, you gotta get that vitamin D. And if you don't get crispy, you don't get that vitamin D.
There's so many times we've seen him growing up. I'm like, you're shiny.
Yeah.
What have you been doing? You're like a spoon.
He's preparing himself for hell. I didn't mean that. He's a good man.
No, he's awesome. It's just, you know what, man? It's like, it's also like, God bless. A lot of people are like they get so beaten down by the school system that it's just, it's a lot, man.
Yeah.
It's a very, Texas sports specifically, incredibly toxic, horrible environment. Of like, I remember parents like saying they were going to come down to the school with a gun and kill dad. Do you remember that? Shit like that for not playing their daughter. Yeah.
I don't remember that.
I'll tell you after who, but like, yeah, you made some comments to him like, you better hope I don't like come down with a gun to the school and stuff. And like, I don't know why you didn't call the police, but it's just like country boy, country bumpkin
your dad
stuff.
Purposely kept not playing that girl, hoping that he would get killed in the middle of a game.
He's like, oh, just here turning my back to everybody. Just going to stand like this for 45 minutes.
He's a big target on his back.
Yeah. He walks in with blinders on. Yeah.
It's like when Jesse James got killed. He's like, I think I might go. That picture looks a little dusty.
Yeah, just sashay over to the picture of Michael Jordan holding 2 basketballs in our gym and just dust it. Picture looks awful dusty.
Well, now, what'd you say your daddy does? He's a hitman. You're sitting the bench all season, young lady. You ain't stepping on the court. You say he's a hitman. He's pretty good. You ain't playing a lick. He ain't playing a lick this season.
Well, he also, I think part of the problem was he is a very good coach. I actually respect his coaching a lot.
I have so much admiration for him in that.
Yeah, he has no tact. So these parents would come up, and
he's a great man.
Yeah, I'm basically assuming they'd be like, why does my daughter not get playing time? And he would just go, she's bad. She's really bad at it, and nobody likes her and stuff. That rules. Yeah.
Yeah, he's awesome like that. I have so much respect for him, like the amount of hate he got, and he just never backed down. Yelling. I saw him get thrown out of gyms of like 800 people. Him just screaming.
Oh,
just watching
yeah.
our dad for 3 to 4 minutes screaming at a ref that they should like take their own life.
Yeah, I remember.
Nice.
Dude,
and it's quiet. It goes dead quiet.
Yeah,
I don't know if you've been in a gym like that.
Yeah.
It goes dead quiet, and you can hear the whole fight. It's
yeah,
awesome.
like a small high school gym.
I fucking love the parents confronting
it's great.
the coach and the referee fighting the coach.
Oh, it's beautiful
in a small environment. Oh, it's amazing.
Dude, he would always fight the
over
parent.
It's so
He's
great.
6'5".
I fucking love confrontation at things like that.
You
Dude.
go, whoa!
Woo! I used to go to the Drew League out in it's like in Compton. It's like NBA players show up and just a bunch of like other guys that they'd never made it, and so they're like in gangs and shit. And the game would go, and the game was in a big game, and there was like a blood and a crip on whatever. It's like a big gang brawl broke out in the middle of the game, and then an old black man like ascended down from some place that I didn't see him at, and he came out and he grabbed the mic and he's like, "No gang banging." He goes, y'all better leave if you gang banging here. And I'm just in the crowd like, this rules.
Did he have the suspenders and the whole thing?
Yo, he was like a Boondocks character. It was awesome.
Oh, so he's an old head.
He was an old head.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. Yeah. The big fight, like the game was like threatening a man's life.
Now, why do you think that is?
What do you mean?
The fight.
Because there was gang shit happening.
People were gangbanging.
Yeah, they were
we're in a gang.
There were it's a couple like NBA players just getting like some like a run in the summer, and then the rest of the guys there are like fucking San Andreas dudes.
Yeah, selling selling crack.
Hell yeah, CJ!
Bow up on him.
Take him to the left, CJ! Like, there's dudes in the crowd, like coming onto the court.
Wait, are you with your mom in this situation?
No, I would go with Jack.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I thought when you were a little kid. I'm like, who let you go when you were a child?
I was like 22.
You're like a little, you're a 300-pound 8-year-old watching this.
That would
drinking
be great.
cherry Coke.
The funny thing is, there's little white kids in the stands just like eating popcorn, and there's an old black man like, no gangbanging here tonight, youngins.
Well, that was
there's like legitimate like murderers.
Yeah.
And stuff.
There's dudes on the court like reaching into their waistband. Like,
well, I don't know if Ben remembers that. That was our life until we were about 8, because my dad only coached black high schools until we were 8, and so we'd just be watching my dad's game, and just like guys in do-rags would come up and be like, "What's up, you little fat N-word?" I have a memory of like 3 black dudes in do-rags like throwing popcorn at me. Being like, catch the popcorn, fat N-word.
Dude, there's nothing better than being 4 and a black guy calling you at the little N-word.
Yeah.
It's the best. It just pumps you up.
I played for a black coach who he almost made it to the league. He was on like the New Jersey Nets like practice squad, and I was like chubby. But so he made us in a practice do like a shirts and skins game, and he made me do skins. And I took my shirt off because I could kind of hide it with like big shirts.
Sure.
And I took my shirt off. And
you had like boobies,
I had
right?
like tits, and he was like, "We got some chubby N-words out here today, y'all." And I never forgot it.
Did it hurt?
Oh, it killed me.
Yeah.
I tried so hard. I was like taking charges and shit. Stared him down. I was like, "You're the chubby N-word."
Damn, dude.